So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. First up, we have Fists of Fire. And standing across the ring from him in the flesh, Terence "Bud" Crawford, 5'7" tall, tipping the scales at 140 pounds, bang on, with a reach of 47 inches.
I'll always go for reach, every time over anything. If you've got reach, touch with speed, nobody's gonna touch you, but someone that can get in close, that has the power to get up close and personal and break those ribs, get those shots into the body, you gotta look out for that.
Up first, Fists of Fire from the United States of America.
Keep striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue.
Terence "Bud" Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is gonna be a shot night.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks with gray trim, Fists of Fire. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed three-division champion of the world, Terence "Bud" Crawford.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And there's the bell to start round one. Swing and a miss with the hook. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Nice slip to avoid the jab. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under, you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. That counter shot lands. That left hook missed. And down goes Fists of Fire. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
He's gonna be confident. You gotta take that confidence.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't start gathering your pace and win the round back. Take a way to go.
He's absolutely shattered.
And there's the bell for round two. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
No rest for the weary. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to...
Just get your breath back.
And there's the bell to start round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
You've got to fight dirty, Todd. You've got to get in close. You've got to fight on the blind side of the referee. You've got to find a way in.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. The straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. No rest for the weary. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, it's no secret who has...
Relax.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That hook won't score. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? There's a counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Straight right. Did you see that? Terence Crawford just got rocked. Down goes Crawford. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That lights out right there. One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
Let's see how the game plan changes after. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter. Punch, counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. They are giving us a high-tempo show. And despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they...
Let him back into the fight. Don't give him...
There's the bell for round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Missing with the hook. Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
The right hook misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won. There's the bell to start round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They're both trying for a knockout. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That uppercut doesn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe this? Crawford in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last... And we enter the 8th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Just misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Swinging it. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to hold that thought. Crawford's legs are all over the place. That was there's the bell for round 9. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Hold that thought! Crawford is dazed! Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down! One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.